Very good morning, children. Today we are going to learn about tense. Let's see what is tense. Tense means time in English grammar, which is divided into three: the past tense, the present tense, and the future tense. The past tense deals with any activity that had been already taken place. The present tense deals with any activity that is going on. And the future tense includes all those activities that are going to be carried out in the future time, in the time which is coming forth. Let's see at first the present tense. Definition of the present tense: a tense expressing an action that is currently going on or a state that is in existence now is known as the present tense. So, a tense expressing an action that is currently going on. So, an activity that is taking place currently means now or has recently been taken place. So, that kind of activity or a state that is in existence now. So, at present, that state is existent means that state is present. So, a tense expressing that is known as the present tense. For example, number A, he studies regularly. Number B, she has written a poem. Now, students, why studies is coming? Why not study? Why has written? In the second example, all we are going to see this. While I am going to discuss all these things in detail. I will definitely discuss all these things in detail, but afterwards. After I do go into its division and I go in each and every detail, at that time I am going to also explain you why these are happening. It is divided into four types. Number one, the simple present tense, which is also known as the present indefinite. Number two, the present continuous tense. Number three, the present perfect tense. And number four, the present perfect continuous tense. Definition of the simple present tense. When a tense, especially a verb, shows any activity that takes place almost at regular intervals, like every day, every week, so on and so forth, then that is known as the simple present tense. So, that tense is known as the simple present tense. So, when a tense basically shows any activity, okay, mainly the verb shows any activity that takes place almost regularly or at regular intervals. For example, every day, every week, every month, so on and so forth. In the present time, it takes place habitually or being performed almost at regular intervals. So, those activities are shown with the help of the tense that is known as the simple present tense. Number 1, under the simple present tense, rule number 1, subject plus first form of verb plus s or es in a bracket. Whenever you will find anything in a bracket, specifically in a rule, you will know that this very thing is optional. The very thing given in that bracket is optional. Means if it is required, then you can put, otherwise not. Plus other words as needed. So others. Now positive sentences. At first we are going to see positive or affirmative sentences. Positive or affirmative sentences. Example A. He plays with his cousin every day. He plays. He. I have taken subject according to the rule. I have taken subject he. Since he is third person singular number, first person I, we. In first person we have I, we. In the second person you, and third person he, she, anyone's name. So over here I have taken he, means third person, and if I am telling he, means it is one in number. A boy is there or a man is there and a single person is there. So he plays. Over here play is the first form of verb. According to the rule, we have to take then the first form of verb. We have taken s is added. Since the subject is in third person singular number, so s is added over here. Sometimes s will be added, sometimes es, according to the word. You have to decide. He plays, then we can, after s or es is added, then we can add words according to our own choice to complete the sentence, to complete the sense of the sentence. So he plays with his cousin every day. Over here I have added with his cousin every day. He plays with his cousin every day, which is making its sense complete. Next, number B. She studies very hard for her examinations. She is also third person singular number. With this, first form of verb is to be taken. I have taken the word basically study. Now, over here, study is getting changed into studies. Therefore, es is getting added. Basically, y is being replaced with I, then es is getting added. So, she studies, then I have added very hard for her examinations. And students, if the subject is in first person or second person or third person plural number, then of course you have to just write down the first form of verb after that. Okay? If the subject is in first person or second person or third person plural number, then after you have written the subject, then you have to put the first form of verb only, and at that time no s or es is going to be added. So no s or es will be added as such. Next, rule number 2. Subject plus do or does plus not plus first form of verb plus other words as required. Now, negative sentences are basically getting formed. Okay? By this rule, negative sentences are getting formed. Now, let's see number A. We have to take subject at first. So, I have taken over here subject she. Next, do or does. Now, I have taken does, D-O-E-S. Now, students, already you know, when you are using verb, when the subject is in third person singular number, when the subject is in third person singular number, then S or ES is going to be added with the main verb or helping verb. Okay, over here, does is basically working as a helping verb only. So, with do, actually the word is do. The present form or the main form or the main verb is do. Do, did, done. First form or the present form is do. Second form is did. And third form is done. The present participle form is done. So, over here we have to take the first form according to the rule do or does. Now, I have taken do plus es since the subject is in third person singular number. With other subject or with any subject with other persons, or in fact if it is in third person plural number, then we have to take over here do. Now, let's see over here, since the subject is in third person singular number, so I have taken does. Do plus es. Es is getting added with the word do. So, she does. Then according to the rule, we have to take not. Then first form of verb. I have taken first form of verb sing. I have taken the verb sing over here. Sing, sang, sung. First form sing, second form sang, and the third form is sung. Over here, I have to take the first form. So, sing according to the rule. Now, in place of other words, I have to add words very logically in order to make this sentence complete or give a proper sense. Okay, or give a proper sense to a sentence itself. We know that sentence must have a complete meaning. Okay, a complete sense. So, we have to keep that thing in mind. So, over here, I am joining very well. She does not sing, then I have added very well. She does not sing very well. Full stop. Next, number B. They do not play with Akash. They do not play with Akash. Let's see the rule at first. Subject, I have taken over here subject they. Then I have already told you, with any other subject having any other person or third person plural number. So, over here we can see that the subject is in third person plural number. We have to take do. Okay, we have to take do. So, over here do is taken. Then according to the rule not is taken. Then first form of verb. I have taken first form of the verb play over here. Play. Then I have to add, other words logically. So, with Akash. They do not play with Akash. So, over here, as the subject is in third person plural number, so do will be added. In this place, suppose if the subject would have been I, we, then also do is applicable. With you, of course, do is applicable. Next, Rule number 3. Rule: subject plus is or am or are plus not plus object or other words as needed. Now negative sentences are getting formed with the help of this rule also. Number A. You are not a teacher. You are not a teacher. So according to the rule, I have to take a subject at first. I have taken the subject you. Then with you, are is added. With we, they, are will be there. And with you too, are is required. I have taken you, then are, then not, according to the rule. Then in place of object or other words, I have taken a teacher specifically. You are not a teacher. You are not a teacher. Full stop. Next, number B. According to the rule, I have to take subject at first. Over here, I have taken we. Then again, I have to take are since we is in plural form. And although you, with the word you can reveal both singular and plural in number, but with you, are is suitable. And with we too, are is also suitable. So over here, are is again taken. Then according to the rule, not. Then in place of object or other words, I am adding good dancers. We are not good dancers. So this are the negative sentences, or this are some negative sentences that are getting formed according to the rules of the simple present tense. Next rule, number 4. Do or does plus subject plus not in a bracket means it is optional, plus first form of verb plus other words is needed, then question mark. Rule number 5. Am or is or are plus subject plus not in a bracket, again not is optional, plus object or other words as required, then question mark. Now interrogative sentences are getting formed by these rules. Now at first let us tally with rule number 4 and see whether our sentences are correct or not. Specifically, interrogative sentences are getting formed or not. Let's see rule number 4. Do or does. We have to take at first do or does. Over here I have taken does. Since I have taken the subject he is third person singular number. So for he I have taken does over here. Do plus es, does. I have to take does over here. Next, I have not taken the optional not, rather first form of verb again. So play. I have taken the verb, first form of verb, play. If it would have been in the second and third forms, or the rule have required second or third forms of the verb, then it would have been played. Played, second form, third form is also played. Now over here we don't require second and third forms, just the first form of verb. So we need play. Does he play? Then I have to add, words according to what is required over here, or which will make this or its sense complete. So with his friends. Does he play with his friends? Question mark. Next, number B. I have taken do according to the rule. Since I have taken subject they, the subject is in third person plural number. Now you know already, students, with subject, with a subject which is in third person plural number, do will be there. So I have taken do. Then according to the rule I have taken not. Then first form of verb, I have taken the first form of verb study. Main verb study. First form study, second form studied, and third form is also studied. So over here we don't have to take second and third forms. We have to take just the first form. So study. Study, then in place of other words, with him, question mark. Do they not study with him? Question mark. Next one. Rule number 5. According to rule number 5, am or is or are has to be placed at first. So I have taken is. Is, then subject Anita. Since I have taken subject Anita, so I have to take is definitely. Since Anita is third person singular in number. Specifically, if anything is in third person singular number, then we have to take is with that. So I have taken is. Is Anita, then in place of subject Anita, then I have not taken the optional not. I have not taken. Next, in place of object or other words, I have taken a doctor. So is Anita a doctor? Question mark. Is Anita a doctor? Means whether she is a doctor or not, you are questioning that. So question mark. Now students, which are without not, specifically those are positive interrogative sentences. So they are known as interropositive sentences. For example, this example number A and example number C. But in case of example number B, it is interrogative. Since not is being used over here, so it is interrogative.